Hi everybody, how is everybody doing today? So I'm back to do another step on this Tilda doll. Past 2 days I've really been in the swing of making these Tilda dolls up, so I don't think it'll be taking me long now. Their arms are attached and the legs are attached. So I left you in the video, the last video, to say that you needed to press your cut out flat, and then you needed to stuff all your pieces. So, and when you stuffed them, you needed to poke a pin at the top, which I've done. This one's coming down, but it doesn't matter, we can always put that back in. And a pin on the sides of the arms, and also pins at the bottoms. Now, ignore this one for the moment because I've attached the arms on that one. I'm going to show you where to begin now to attach the arms and the legs. So I always start off with the legs, the arms, sorry. I don't start off the legs first because I found the last time I did that, the last doll I did the legs first, and then when I was doing the arms, the legs were getting in the way because the body gets longer the minute you add your legs on. So this is what the arms should look like, and if you notice, you can't see my stitches. You could look closely, see how close. You can't see my stitches now. I'm pulling it apart, so you might be able to see some there, but if I'm looking from there, you're not going to be able to see my stitches. There's a secret behind it, so I'm going to show you how to do that. Like I say, you should have your pair of legs. Now I'm doing 2 dolls. I'm doing one for Rose, and I'm doing one to give away. So once I finish this will be given away. The yellow one will be given away. The pink one's going to Rose. So I'm going to put this pair of legs, not pair of legs, we don't need the legs yet. Not yet, anyway. So this is what your Tilda should look like when you've got the arms attached. The arms don't take long to attach, but like I say, you couldn't do the legs first, but what I found is that it just gets in the way because the legs are quite long, and then when you go to do it just gets in the way. So start off with your arms. The other thing I forgot, I will mention to you, is I'm gonna let's take the stitches out of this. At the bottom of each doll, I've done a long tacking stitch. I've left the cord dangling down so I know where it is, and I just done a long stitch on each side. It has joined onto the other side, and that's because when we attach the legs, it's going to make it easier for me to do that. Once you've done that, so a long tacking stitch goes on each side, makes it easier for when you go to attach the legs. Trust me, you don't want to be fighting with material. Then go back and pin it both together. So I've left the the cotton dangling, so I know where I've ended, because you're going to be cutting that long stitch. That's why I say do a long stitch, so at the end of it you can clearly see it to cut it off. I've left it there so I know where I've began and where I've finished. And also with this little doll, she started to come undone here a little bit. So what I did was I went underneath and sort of did a what they call it, there's a butterfly stitch. I did a butterfly stitch and went back and forth all the way down. So how to attach these legs. Now I'm gonna pull my needle before I lose it. These arms first. So you have your arm. Now remember I said about tacking it here, and you have got on your arm a little hemming stitch. Now I'm going to bring the camera right down because you're going to need to see what I'm doing. So we need to bring that in. Now this can be pressed with your fingers. There's no need to go for your iron and press it, because there's absolutely no need at all. So what you're going to do is you're going to get some pins ready. Now I've got some ball-headed pins. I found those work better for me. Any pins will do, but I just found those work better for me. So decide where you want your arm to be. So I think she's about right there. And what you're going to do, you're going to go through this material of the arm and push it through her main body, like so. This will help you to keep all your pieces in place for when you go to stitch it, because the last thing you want is to be fighting with your material. So just tack all this down with your pins. So you've got 2 on each side, and that's what it'll look like. Now if you, like me, had to go back on the other one and push this one back in so they match. If for any reason after you finish showing this the other one doesn't match it up as best as you can. There isn't a right and a wrong way to do this. They are pins, so don't pull them obviously too tight. The other thing to remember is that this stitch here, where we join the arm, needs to be in line with your neck. So wherever you put your arm, this line needs to be in line with that neckline. And see, mine's just a little bit off, so I'm just going to pull it ever so slightly towards me. There. Right, now I've got my arm in place. I'm going to take my needle and thread, and I'm going to poke my thread under her arm. Now I always double up my cotton, no matter what I'm sewing. I double it up and then go through the loop. You could make a knot at the end of your cotton, it doesn't really matter. So you're going to go under your arm now. Don't go anywhere where you're going to see it, because you don't really want to see your cotton and where you've attached the arm. So I've gone there, just there. So the secret is to go on the arm, but make little stitches. Your first 2-3 stitches should be tiny, minute. Now this is going to be a little bit tricky for me to film, but I will try my best to explain as I'm going. So under the arm, I've just got a little bit there to keep me going. Right, now I've done 1 stitch, it hasn't been much. So what I'm now going to do is I'm going to take my needle back through the arm, and I'm going to push it back through the, I'm going to push it back through the arm. But you notice I started here and my needle's there. This is how you do the arms. So I'm going to bring my needle in. I want my needle as close to the joint as I can get it to be. Now if your pins are in the way like mine are, don't flap about it. Pull it, and then you want to sort of go in this way, go in the body and under the arm again. So that's how you attach the arm. So you're always sort of looping over and looping back over. So I'm going to go through the arm again, back through the body. Now I've only done halfway here. I'm going to go through the arm, wait a sec, through the arm again. So I'm at the top of the shoulder now, and I'm then, because I've done a couple of stitches now down here, I'm going to go at the top of the shoulder and I'm going to push it right through under the arm. And it's gone over the pin. I thought it might. If your pin comes out, don't flap. Stick it back in. There's no need to flap about it. There. Okay. Where are we? So we're there. So I'm gonna go on the back now. So I'm gonna take the cotton under my arm. Move the arm as best as I can out the way. I'm going to go back through my material and the arm material. I'm going to come right up by that shoulder line, and I'm back through the actual body itself. So you're not sort of going side by side, or every stitch you're doing up and down, more or less. So up through the shoulder, back through the arm, under the arm. Now I'm going to go halfway now, So I'm going to go back through the shoulder, and I'm going to go where I've joined my line where my bodice is beginning. And I'm going to go back through the fabric. Now my pins are starting to get in my way now, so it's at this point where I want to take a couple out. So I'll take this one out, and then I'll go back through the main body of the arm, back through the body, back through the main body of the arm, under the arm. Right, you always want to finish your thread or wherever you're going under your arm, because that way when you pull it you're not going to see your stitches. Now I'm going to take that green pin out because I don't need it. I'm then going to go to the front. I'm going to take her underneath. She's a bit loose on this side, so I'm going to do the same. So I'm going to go under the arm, start under the arm, and I'm going to go just beyond that yellow pin there, and I'm going to pull it. And I'm going to go, oh gosh, I'm going to go under the arm, sort of, beyond that orange pin now. And now I can start taking my pins out. So I can take this one out and see, do I need to go tighter, do I need to go looser? I'll take this one out because I know my thread's not going anywhere. And I'm going to leave that one in, that purple pin in for a second. I'm going to take it back up to the top, and I'm going to push it right down into that bottom of the yarn. But before I do that, because I want to finish my threads into the yarn, under the arm, I'm going to push at the top of the shoulder, and then I'm going to, so every time I'm doing it, I'm almost checking with myself that the stitches are going to stay, and that they should stay. If I lift it, I'm going to take that purple pin out, and you see they'll stay. If I lift her arm, I can see where I need to pull her in. So I think I need to pull her in just here. That when the thread goes. Wait a sec, let me cut this down, otherwise I'm going to be here forever trying to thread the thread into the needle. Oh, let me take this out a minute. Thought I could do that with it in mind. Okay, so hold it like that. I'm going to go back through the skin, back up the fabric, and pull. And I'm going to take it through that loop without me pulling it tight. I'm going to do it again, back through the skin, back through the fabric, under the arm, back through the loop. So I'm not pulling my thread, I'm almost setting myself up to tie it. And you should, once you've done this to 2 arms, you should be able to see the doll come in together. Right, I'm going to pull this pin out, and I don't know how many times I've lost my pins today, and I'm just going to tie it like a shoelace. So tie it once. I've done about 3 loops, so I know my arm's not going anywhere. And that's how you attach the arms, because the last thing you want is your arms to be, you see your stitches, you almost want them to be natural. You don't want them to sit flat against, because what you'll end up having, if you do that, you'll end up seeing your stitches. Now it's from here I can go, oh well, do I want to take her in like that, or do I want to leave her like she is. Now with this one, I'm going to move these pins just over here so I'm not losing them. With this one, I just brought in a slight match because I found when I was stitching, it was just a line of stitches, and I did more than that for my doll. Now that is just perfect for what I'm trying to accomplish. But as you can see, when you start fitting the arms, you start getting your shape of your doll. So I will leave you to do your attach of your arms, and I will see you in the next video where we'll begin to attach the legs. Now give me a day or so because I've got to attach the legs to this one to be able to show you what I mean. So I hope that was helpful. Now I've got in the swing of making this Tilda doll. Videos won't be far and few far between. They will be hopefully they will be a bit quicker than they have been, because I've started to really get into the swing of it. I sort of lost my mojo, and I think that's what was causing the halt on it, but now I've gotten the swing of making these dolls again. They should come a bit quicker. So I leave you to that. So in attaching your arms to your dolls, and I will see you in the next video. Have fun wherever you are. I hope you enjoy the rest of your week or weekend, and I will catch up with you then. Bye for now.